I'm a child of the 70s and 80s who grew up in the UK watching sci-fi with things like Doctor Who and Blake 7, which featured an artificial intelligence called ORAC. Now, ORAC was mind-blowing to me as a kid, and when Alexa came out, I thought that was the future we were headed to, and we may still be, over time, going to move to a place where more and more home assistants are as capable as that sci-fi vision of the 70s. But I decided to instead go explore this space on my own with a little help of some developers online and create my own little ChatGPT home assistant running on a Raspberry Pi. And this is the GPT Home project by Judah Paul 16, who you will see a link in the comments. So I just want to share a little bit about this build and my thoughts on it. So stay tuned and let's get into it. So this was about a day's worth of work. Let's take a quick look at what I did to get the hardware and software up and running, and then we'll also look at potential extensions of how this technology might be used. Here you're seeing the GitHub for Judah Paul 16 for his GPT Home project. I found this on Reddit and it initially intrigued me, and Judah was looking to essentially replace a Google Nest Hub or Amazon Alexa at home and wanted to use the OpenAI API as the core LLM behind this project. From a build hardware perspective, it involves a Raspberry Pi 4B, a little mini speaker, a micro SD card, and a simple USB 2.0 mini microphone that plugs into the Raspberry Pi. And then there's some optional components for things like the display, so we can see what the LLM is returning, as well as the case and cooling and batteries so that it can operate independently. Computer, tell me a really good bad dad joke.
Heard. Tell me a really good bad dad joke. Sure, here's one for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Hilarious. That's great. Thank you. So I think why this project's especially interesting is it hints at what AI everywhere might actually start to look and feel like. If AI is embedded in everyday objects, in all different places that you can think about, whether it's in the home or potentially in a business or retail environment, really interesting things start to be enabled. Imagine you're shopping at a Home Depot. You've got a tap valve that you're trying to replace, but you can't find anyone to help you with figuring out exactly if this is the right valve or how you might do that installation procedure. Imagine if the shelf itself had a ChatGPT or LLM enabled there, that I could show the shelf the product, or it knew that I'd picked it up, and I could simply ask a question about that and get an instant answer. That's good for the consumer, it's good for the business. And we're really starting to see more and more of thinking and investment around building that entire stack, from power, cooling, the operating system, the silicon, the applications that will be powering these scenarios in the future. We're going to see a lot of disruptive change happening in these cases, with intelligent agents really powering the experience and us as humans just expressing our intent and getting information back. So I hope you found this useful. I'm going to continue to experiment in this particular space around intersections of AI, wearables, hardware in general, and I'll hope to share more in future videos. Thank you for your time.